Coming up on Mountain News this morning, an Eastern Kentucky nonprofit prepares for a weekend giveaway perfect for the holiday season. And Christmas is coming to an Eastern Kentucky theater, bringing holiday magic and music to the stage.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning again to you. It's 6:31 on this Thursday morning. We are so close to the weekend, I can almost see it. Let's head over to Brandon, who, always has the forecast in view. Brandon, a mild start to our morning, a warmer later in the day. I think I just did your forecast for you. You can just go home.
Here.
No,
you want this?
No, you can have it. No, sir.
I want to see you go over on the green wall.
I have workshopped that idea for months, and nobody will let me do it.
Listen, I think I'd get in trouble for that one.
I don't think so. I think it'd be okay. Just once. April Fool's Day, we'll do it.
That's right. All right, let's talk about that forecast. As you mentioned, mild and warm for later today. It's mild right now across the region. Let's take a look at our temperatures right now. And we're seeing those in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, but only 130 this morning. Everybody else there in the 40s and 50s. So considering that 51 is our average high for this time of the year, yeah, that's pretty warm. We're seeing cloudy conditions early this morning. Temperatures staying right there, kind of rounding off right around 50 or so. And then as we go into the afternoon hours, temperatures mid to upper 60s. Yep, well above average for this time of the year. And tonight, into the low to mid 40s, maybe some upper 30s in those sheltered valleys. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you so much. A Southern Kentucky family says someone has taken much more than their pet. The Wayne County family says their beloved dog, Oakley, was stolen Tuesday morning. It's devastating to them because the family says the dog is their emotional support animal that helps with their daughter's health condition. The sheriff's office is also investigating. Our Phil Pendleton spoke to the family about their loss and has more.
Puppy is Mom's tick.
The Gregorys love their pets. They're not just dogs, they're members of the family.
We bought presents for them. Their presents are under the tree. We have their stockings up. I mean, I don't know how we could love them anymore.
But one is missing, Oakley, who quickly became Cheyenne's emotional support animal.
Cheyenne has a medical condition called POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, and she is just her emotional support dog.
But Tuesday morning, after the dog slipped through the gate, she never returned. They're certain that she was stolen because neighbors have had issues with people trying to take their beagles.
In our neighborhood, like 3 theft attempts in the last 2 weeks for, our neighbors' animals.
Sheriff Tim Catron says his office is investigating. They are looking into these reports that the dog was stolen, but he says so far they have few leads to follow on. Some might say that she's just a dog, but the Gregorys say life is not the same without her.
Cheyenne, she got in such a bad shape last night. She's like, Mom, I think I'm going to have a stroke. Her heart rate went to over 200. We've none ate, we've none slept.
They're not interested in pursuing legal charges.
No questions asked. We just want her back.
In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, anyone with information can contact the owner at 606-575-0079 anonymously on how to make the return. The family says they are also working to come up with a reward for Oakley's safe return. Georgetown police are investigating a bank theft unlike anything they have ever seen before. Police say an ATM was stolen from a bank on West Showalter Drive. Now, they say surveillance video showed a person in dark clothing arrived at the bank in a U-Haul before going over to the construction site by the Scott County Library to take a forklift at the site, which police say they drove over to the bank to steal the ATM.
While this person was doing that, the ATM slid off the forks. They're still able to get it loaded back on and onto the truck, and they left the area.
Well, Allgood says they don't have a tag or description of the person yet, but they do have a time frame for the theft. So far, no arrests have been made. If you have any information about what happened, you're asked to contact the Georgetown Police Department at 502-863-7826. The Kentucky Board of Education has passed a regulation restricting corporal punishment in schools. Now, this new regulation says schools must get written consent from a student's legal guardian to use corporal punishment on them, and that consent must come in the first 5 days of the school year. Before using it, schools must also get verbal consent from the child's guardian. After it is used, the child must get at least 30 minutes of counseling. KBE members say this is the first step toward ending the practice.
I'm on record as saying I consider this a barbaric practice. I'm embarrassed that it exists anywhere in the state of Kentucky, and I'm proud that we bring forward a regulation that will limit this practice.
Now, the regulation will now be filed with the Legislative Research Commission and is likely to go into effect around July of next year. The board says it does not have the authority to ban corporal punishment altogether. People in one city now have access to something officials say is the first of its kind in their area, a public charging station for electric cars. Now, the station is located in the parking lot of the Hampton Inn on US 27 in Somerset. Tim Kelly, the manager of the hotel, applied for and received a mini grant from the Somerset-Pulaski Economic Development Authority, or SPEDA, to help complete the project. The charger primarily serves Tesla cars, but is fitted with an adapter for many other brands. Now, SPEDA provided $2,500 for the station itself and another $2,500 for marketing and advertising services. Well, the Kentucky State Police Cram the Cruiser event is continuing across the Commonwealth. Trooper Matt Gayhart with KSP Post 13 in Hazard posted on his Facebook page that anyone can drop off non-perishable food items at the Hazard Post. The food collected will go to those who are in need throughout the Post District. On Saturday, KSP will be set up at the Walmart in Hazard from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. to collect donations. While the 41st annual Tri-City Empty Stocking Fund auction kicked off Tuesday night, the annual auction raises money to pass out food boxes and toys to families in the area. For the auction, people donate stocking stuffers, gift cards to local restaurants, unique handmade items like clothing, home goods, baked goods, and much more. People interested will find the virtual event on Facebook Live tonight from 7 to 10 p.m. Christmas time is about giving, and one nonprofit in Pike County is bringing in some helpers from out of town this weekend to help give back to the community. Our Jordan Mullins spoke to officials with Thankful Hearts Food Pantry in Pikeville about their upcoming Christmas giveaway and what it means to folks throughout eastern Kentucky.
Thankful Hearts Food Pantry hosts a Christmas giveaway every year, bringing in folks from across the country to serve the community, a tradition that goes back decades.
This is our 20th year of doing this, and we always try to do as many children as we can. We have missionaries that comes in from North Carolina, Maryland.
Missionaries, both local and out of state, will be at the YMCA on Saturday from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m., handing out toys, clothes, and spreading some Christmas spirit.
We have people all over the areas that's coming in, and they bring like new toys. We got Santa Claus that comes in. They bring coats, shoes, socks, everything they can imagine all year long. As soon as Christmas is over with, we start for the next year.
Getting together once again to help those in need throughout eastern Kentucky.
And it's a family. You know, I know all these ladies and gentlemen. I get to see their kids come in. We've watched the kids come up because it's adult and children from the churches that come in to volunteer their time for the people of eastern Kentucky.
And opening up doors to ensure folks are taken care of.
There's families and children out there that have a need for these items, and it's very easy for me to give them that space for a day or two. That way we can help facilitate that in our community.
Celebrating the season and making it a bit more merry. In Pikeville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Now, both Scott and Justice Fouts say they are excited for the weekend ahead and the opportunity to help those in need. Well, Christmas is coming to the mountains, or at least the Mountain Arts Center. The building is decorated and the Kentucky Opry Christmas Show is on the schedule, bringing some holiday magic and music to the MAC stage. Executive Director Joe Campbell says the event is returning with a little something new to celebrate the season the Mountain Arts Center way.
Didn't get to have them last Christmas, so you know, we're glad to really bring them back, and some new cast members and new faces, and a totally new show, all new Christmas show.
Show dates are December 10th through 12th and December 17th and 18th. Tickets are $18 each and available at macarts.com or at the box office.
6:40 as you head out the door this morning, and we're looking at some cooler temperatures, but not nearly as cool as it should be this time of the year. We're looking at 30s, 40s, and 50s, and even close to the mid-50s there in Irvin, Prestonsburg, and those are tied for the warmest spots in the region this morning. So we're going to continue to watch that. And temperatures only go up, but also wind speeds could go up at times today. We're seeing generally between 5 and 10. Prestonsburg actually just went to 14 live on the air. We could see gusts of up to 25 miles per hour at times. Out the door forecast, though, we are heading up as the skies clear. 65 our forecast high today. Our average high for this time of the year, 51. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. The time is 6:40. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. A government shutdown looms as certain decisions in the Capitol remain in stalemate. Find out more when we come back.